All right, ladies, gentlemen, are we ready to do this? All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, graduates, parents, teachers, and distinguished members of the Presidium. As you know, my name is Alida Abbott, and it is my sincere privilege to be here with you today as your Master of Ceremonies. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Peterson School's 2020 commencement. So, before we start, I just wanted to make one quick announcement. If you need any assistance, paramedics or anything, please just put on your four-way flashers in your car, okay? And that will instantly alert that you need assistance. All right, class of 2020. You have long anticipated this day. And by long anticipating, this is a slight understatement, as it has been an entire year since you left Peterson. Regardless of the complicated mix of emotions, whatever you are feeling here today, you deserve to hold a keen sense of pride because you have made it, and we are finally able to celebrate your academic achievements here in person, despite the rather unusual circumstances. So, let me please introduce the Presidium. Mr. Kenneth Peterson, General Director. Mr. Jose Harb, President of the Board. Ms. Gabriela Albin, Deputy Director. Ms. Mariana Mendoza, Upper School Principal. And Ms. Laura Lima, the Upper School Technical Director. Now I would love it if you could give, please, a warm round of applause for Mr. Kenneth Peterson, who will now share some words of wisdom.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure that I address you, our distinguished guests, to the commencement exercise ceremony of the Peterson Schools. Thanks to all of you who came today to celebrate with the class of 2020, and I'd like to thank you once again for your patience and willingness to celebrate this a year after the fact due to the restrictions of the COVID pandemic. I feel extremely proud and thrilled to finally be able to recognize this important milestone in their lives in this very special location. It is with respect and admiration that I will address today our 41 graduates, a remarkable group of accomplished and purposeful young people, and obviously citizens of the world. You are a very special generation with outstanding results, graduating within the unique circumstances of the coronavirus pandemic. Your adaptation to the unusual challenges of this event through distance learning has been exemplary. Talking about this generation, 29 of our graduates have been with us since kinder. Your persistence and high academic levels are reflected by your results in the IB tests. All of you completed the full requirements, providing you with a strong foundation for college. Congratulations to the 26 IB diploma recipients. As a generation, you stood out in sports as well as in artistic activities. 5 of you are pursuing studies in the arts, including theater, music, acting, and restoration. You've had important college acceptances, with 95% of you already attending college. 14 of you are studying abroad in the United States, Spain, England, and Austria, and here in Mexico at the Universidad Iberoamericana, the UNAM, TEC, and Anáhuac, among others. Your generation has reflected a strong sense of leadership and outstanding accomplishments in many areas. You have demonstrated commitment with your outstanding work in social service projects and by leading in extracurricular events. 14 of you were part of the National Honor Society, and 3 of you led important CAST projects as well. I would like to challenge the entire class of 2020 to set ambitious goals in their professional lives and to move forward. Find something you're passionate about and study and work in that field. Now that you've been out of high school for a year, is a good time to reflect upon the path you are taking. This is a time in your lives to take a risk and make an educated gamble on your future. As Steve Jobs said to a group of Stanford graduates, life is too short to be living someone else's dream. Follow your own heart and inner voice, and don't settle for second best. If you should meet failure, try again. If you keep fighting, you will definitely succeed. I also invite you to give back to your community. Mexico is a country with many needs and challenges, particularly thanks to the present crisis. And we each need to do our part to help. Take this seriously. Be an asset to the universities and later on to the companies or organizations that you participate in, as well as to continue to helping those that are less fortunate. When you receive your diploma today, you will be a graduate of the Peterson Schools. You will face remarkable opportunities and will carry significant responsibility. Because of who you are and how you will live your life, you will touch the lives of many people in Mexico and throughout the world. Remember who you are. Remember those who paved the way. Remember those who follow after you. Remember, graduates, although you are no longer students in the Peterson School, you will always be our alumni. Be active in our Alumni Association and continue forming an important part of the Peterson community. Thank you, parents, for trusting us in the education of your children. Thank you also to our dear faculty for their work, love, and admiration and dedication to our students. Finally, thanks to the staff that worked so hard to organize this special event today. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you so much, Ken. Please welcome now Mariana Mendoza, who will present this year's valedictorian and salutatorian.
Thank you, Alida. Good afternoon. Dear students, we know that you have been through a very difficult time in a very special period of your lives. Nobody could have predicted such special circumstances for you on the transition from high school to college and into adulthood. For this, we're especially proud that you have managed to do so with resilience and fortitude. We do hope that the values and principles that we work to instill in you through your formative years will keep on accompanying you through the rest of your learning years and in your professional practices. Again, our heartfelt congratulations to each of you and to your parents and teachers that guided you through this period, which is hopefully coming to an end. We are certain that you will become exceptional individuals that will leave a mark in the world, becoming eventually good and loving parents, successful professionals, invaluable friends, and worthy citizens. I now want to introduce this year's valedictorian, the student with the highest grades, Sofia Parada Gonzalez. Please welcome Sofia, who will give the valedictorian speech for her classmates.
Queridos directores, profesores, papás y compañeros, de los miles de escenarios en los que pude haber imaginado este día, me atrevería a decir que jamás nadie pensó en este. No solo la parte de la pandemia mundial, sino el estar aquí reunidos en un martes en un autocinema un año más tarde. ¿Qué se supone que digan un discurso como este, cuyo objetivo siempre ha sido el típico «Felicidades, por fin terminaron los exámenes», a una generación que por primera vez en la historia no los tuvo? ¿Cómo les dices, hoy cerramos un ciclo, a una generación que sin haberlo cerrado abrió uno nuevo? En estos discursos, donde el mensaje principal siempre ha sido salgan y cumplan todos sus sueños, hoy, un año más tarde, agradezco y me siento afortunada de poderles decir salgan y síganlos cumpliendo. Sigan, porque un año después hemos visto cómo cuando el mundo se volteó de cabeza y todo lo que por años habíamos anhelado nos lo fue arrebatado, le demostramos al mundo que nuestras metas, sueños, pasiones y amistades eran y siempre seguirán siendo mucho más grandes. Hoy, un año después, hemos visto cómo partes de esta gran familia entran a las universidades de sus sueños, cómo sacan sus primeras canciones, comienzan sus propios proyectos o se empiezan a formar como grandes ingenieros, psicólogos, licenciados, artistas o arquitectos. Somos la primera generación que el día de hoy no nos toca decir adiós, sino preguntarnos qué hay de nuevo. Siempre hablamos de este día, en el que por fin, después de tanto tiempo, podremos reunirnos. Y aunque aún faltan muchos a los que hoy extrañamos, se nos llena el corazón de alegría al escuchar cómo cada uno va encontrando su camino. Somos la única generación que hoy no nos toca decir jamás olvidaremos, sino en serio demostrar que no hemos olvidado. Porque a pesar de que nuestras vidas han cambiado completamente, seguimos llevando con nosotros todas las memorias y experiencias que juntos formamos. Llegamos al Peterson, algunos incluso en pañales, y ese grupo de compañeros de salón pronto se volvieron amigos. Amigos con los que enfrentamos retos, compartimos risas, lágrimas y sonrisas. Unos se fueron y otros llegaron, y sin darnos cuenta, más que amigos, éramos grandes hermanos. Los recreos jugando escondidillas se convirtieron en 4 cuadros, después en torneos de fútbol, jugar bote o simplemente platicar en el campo. Hoy más que nunca valoramos todos los campamentos, las quesadillas de los viernes, las fiestas y juntarse a hacer proyectos donde bien sabemos que se hacía de todo, menos el video. Hoy agradecemos también a nuestros maestros, porque si algo nos ha enseñado este año es que la escuela es mucho más que solo tomar clases. El Peterson es también morirte de frío a las 6 de la mañana mientras escuchas los gritos de Emerson de "Guys, to your classes", mientras te preguntas de dónde saca energía Mitch y revisas las 50 notificaciones de Mariana, porque ¿por qué no? Tenía insomnio y corrigió tu Jay a las 4 de la mañana. El Peterson son esas serenatas de Gagán, escuchar el famoso "So What Would You" de Raya, los viernes de Peliculucci con Lau, y el famoso bocetos y experimentación, 40% de su calificación, de Nico. Imagínense que lo leí con acento cubano. El Peterson es también esas preguntas de Hilda, ¿qué pasaría si hipotéticamente el fin pasado en una fiesta? O preguntarte a qué se deben esos gritos saliendo del salón de Alida. Es el intercambio de stickers en el clase de Robert, que te roasten en clase de Kevin o de Alonso, que alguien interrumpa con un clásico "oh" en clase de Alexia y que llegue Martín a tu clase preguntando si alguien sabe si vino Mateo. Porque más que excelentes maestros han sido grandes amigos, mentores y ejemplos, que aunque lo ocultaron muy bien con sus tareas y exámenes, siempre nos han apoyado e impulsado a dar lo mejor de nosotros mismos. Porque gracias por toda su dedicación, por darnos más que su 100%, por aguantar nuestras quejas y compartir con nosotros tantas anécdotas. Por último, pero me atrevo a decir que más importante, agradecemos a nuestros papás, porque todos nuestros logros no son más que el reflejo de todo su continuo apoyo, esfuerzo y amor incondicional. Un año más tarde, la vida nos ha enseñado a adaptar nuestros planes. Hoy nos graduamos mucho más conscientes, resilientes y valorando todos esos pequeños momentos en el Peterson que hoy extrañamos. Así que, querida generación, no me queda nada más que decir, más que salgan y sigan cumpliendo todos sus sueños. Porque el día de mañana, que por cualquier circunstancia sintamos que todo se sale de su lugar, estaremos preparados para demostrarle al mundo, una vez más, que nuestras pasiones, metas y sueños siempre serán mucho más grandes. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much, Sofia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our salutatorian, the student with the second highest grades from the 2020 generation, Mariano Franco Fajardo.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mariano Franco Fajardo, and it is an honor for me to salute the faculty and staff, friends, family, and parents to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. More than a year later. This ceremony was not only a celebration of what we have all accomplished during our years at Peterson, but also as a chance to take back and capture the memories that belong to us. I think everyone here feels the same way I do when I say that the past year has been unprecedented. I feel like this has just been a great joke, and some part of me still refuses to accept that I will never be back at school again. I catch myself thinking that when the pandemic is over, I will be back at school at 6:30 in the morning, waiting in the hall for Mariana to open the history room. I will be welcomed by Meche's vibrant energy as she explains in a fluent Spanglish why we shouldn't attempt to clone ourselves. Dominica? I will have lunch with my friends on the benches of the soccer field, crossing our fingers so that the ball doesn't hit us in the face, yet relentless to move to a safer place. I would laugh at the stories I heard from my friends and realize that even they didn't know what was going on inside their own classes. Finally, in the last period of the day, being incredibly restless and wanting to go home, I would witness a never-before-seen dance battle between Pollo and Fer in Alida's class. I for sure have never seen such intricate dance moves. I really wish we had known that life would be stealing those moments from us, so we could have had the opportunity to cherish them more, before they became only a part of our past, before they were gone forever. Those tears of laughter and stress, the excitement and the boredom, the friendships and the relationships that we made along the way, that in the end made us all inevitably care for each other. Those memories feel so close, yet so distant at the same time. Nevertheless, all we can do now is hold on to those moments and hope that we never allow enough space to grow between us to call each other strangers. I know it is bizarre to remember the things we did, given that we all have continued our lives as if nothing had happened. Some of us are finishing our freshman year in college, either in Mexico or abroad. Some are developing amazing projects in their spare time, and some are even working. So, what is the reason for this ceremony? Life has moved us in completely different directions, but I know that our times at Peterson will always help us find our way back to our roots. We will always be there for each other, regardless of the circumstances. Let this moment be the testimony. A lot of time has passed since the last time we were all together, on that March 13th that we will never forget. But finally, in this drive-in cinema this Tuesday afternoon, we will finally have the closure we rightfully deserve. Life stole moments that belong to us, but there is one thing it could never take. Life could not take away our chance to finally say goodbye. So, after 453 days, yes, I did the math, let's close the chapter that was forever open. So to all of us here today, and for the last time, goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mariano. All right, everyone. So now for the moment that we have all been waiting for, we will begin with the presentation of diplomas and special awards to each student. In order for graduates to collect their diplomas, of course, there is a whole list of things, so please pay attention. Your names will be called out by surname groups organized in alphabetical order as follows. So block 1 goes from surnames ending in A until D. Could you please start forming your line, block 1? Block 2 will be surnames ending E through G. Block 3, surnames ending H through R. And block 4, surnames ending S through Z. Graduates must get out of your cars through the right-hand door when their group is announced. So group 1, please, or block 1. Your name will then be called in alphabetical order by yours truly. Your special awards will be mentioned, and we will pause for a round of applause. When you come up onto the stage, it would be lovely if you could turn around and smile, because I think our parents would probably appreciate a picture of the front of you and not the backside, right? Please refrain from honking your horns. I know it's really tempting. We'll do a big honk at the end. Graduates, please remember the following instructions. I know there's more. You are to wear your face masks at all times. I know they're really sexy, but we got to keep them on. Please walk towards the right side of the theater where teachers will indicate where you should make a line and you can walk forward. I believe there's a bunch of teachers. You guys can wave. Gagan. Yes, everybody. Please remember that only graduates are allowed out of the cars to walk towards the line. I'm sorry, no companions allowed. Upon walking across the stage and being handed your diploma and special awards, graduates are reminded, and this is really strange, but please don't shake hands with anyone. You can just turn around and smile. A time capsule box is right next to the stage. Claudia, right? Claudia has a time capsule box. Please add your letter or photos to this box. After receiving your diploma, you must walk off the stage via the left-hand stairs, right here. And after, you will pause for a picture over there. And you will, with your diploma, right, holding your diploma, and you will be handed your yearbook. At this point, please leave your cap and gown with Ale, okay? Last but not least, are we ready to do this? All right. Block 1, here we go. Natalia Aguilera Lelo de la Rea. Andrés Aguirre de la Garza, who also receives an award for seniority. Paula Aguirre Bayón, who also receives seniority. At this point, could Block 2 make their way towards the line? Block 2, please. Manuel Alvarez, who also receives an award for NHS. Johan Arispe Roqueñi, who receives an award for seniority and NHS. Paula Bernal Galvan, who receives an award for seniority. Oh, she's out there. Jaime Cardoso Barrea, who receives an award for seniority. Remember, no shaking hands. Axel Castrejon Aceves, who receives an award for seniority. Dante Chavez Arguero, who receives an award for CAS, NHS, and seniority. Martina de Vega Fuentes, who receives an award for NHS and seniority. Sofía del Real Fernández, who receives an award for NHS. All right, let's move forward with Block 2. At this point, we'd love to ask Block 3 to proceed to the line. Maria Emilia Fernández Faisal, who receives an award for seniority. Mariano Franco Fajardo, who receives the award for salutatorian, CAS, NHS, and seniority. Mónica Garzón Stupen, seniority. Alec Goldsberg Correo. Who receives an award for seniority. I'm so sorry. Alec. How about we proceed and we will find Alex Duplo. We know we have it somewhere. Diego Gomez da Silva de Rosenberg, who receives an award for seniority. Rodrigo González Castillo, who receives an award for NHS and seniority. Javier González Yartelo, who receives an award for seniority. Unfortunately not here. Venetia Coiri Silva. And here for Alec. Congratulations. Dana Julias Rodriguez, who receives an award for seniority. Unfortunately not here. All right, we will proceed now with Block 3 and Block 4. If you could make your way towards the line, that would be fabulous. Filiberto Guillermo Maldonado Gomez, who receives an award for NHS. Natalia Morales Gutierrez, who receives an award for NHS and seniority. Unfortunately not here today. Sebastian Morales Ruiz Sanchez, who receives an award for seniority. Iker Oserin Piña, who receives the award for perseverance and determination and seniority. José Andrés Octavio González. Sofía Olvera Díaz. Regina Origel Sobrerón, seniority. Unfortunately not here today. Sofia Parada Gonzalez. Special awards for valedictorian, CAS, NHS, and seniority. Mateo Perez Verdia Juárez. Nicolás Quillono Roa for seniority. Unfortunately not here. Jose Andrés Ruiz Elizondo, who receives an award for seniority. All right, at this point, we will proceed with our final block 4, Juan Pablo Salinas Gardea, who receives the award for Mejor Compañero, NHS, and seniority. Pedro Sanchez Nasif, who receives an award for seniority. Emilio Schravesande Illescas, seniority. Felipe Dos Reis, special award for NHS. Unfortunately not able to be here. Jose Daniel Velázquez Castella. Felipe's coming. Sorry, Felipe's here. I believe that Jose Daniel was not able to be here. Okay. Virginia Videgaray Gómez del Campo, who receives an award for seniority. Kenji Vivas Ichikawa, who receives an award for seniority. And finally, last but not least, Alison Willie Baron Sierra, who receives an award for NHS and seniority. Congratulations, everyone, on your achievements. Now you can honk your horns like crazy. Most excellent. Thank you, everybody. I think it's me now. Let's take a little pause for about 5 minutes so that we can finish up the pictures here, and then we will move on with the rest of our program.
Stu- Students, if you already had your picture taken, can you please go back to your cars?
So I kind of feel like at this point in the program, it's where we tell stupid jokes. Does anybody have any good ones? You know mine are really terrible, right? You know, like the elementary school joke where we say, why was 6 afraid of 7? Does anybody know this one? Why is 6 afraid of 7? Come on, guys. Because 7, 8, 9, don't you remember? Okay, and I got another one. So what did 0 say to 8? Nobody? Nobody? Come on, you guys have heard this. Nice belt. I know, so bad. You got to remember these forever, okay?
Okay, now it's my great pleasure to call upon a teacher who has been selected by you, the students, as your mentor and who will give a special farewell message. Let us welcome Alida Abbott.
Thank you. All right, so when I wrote this speech, well, you asked me to do the speech over a year ago, and then of course things changed. So the speech that I'm going to give you tonight is a bit different, and I really hope I don't cry. But if I do, somebody come and hug me, please, okay? So, good afternoon, distinguished members of the Presidium, parents and other family members, dear colleagues, and most importantly, you, the graduates of the class of 2020. I realize that not all of you are able to be here tonight. Some of you maybe are watching from afar. So, welcome. My lovely human beings. It has been so long since we've seen each other. And actually, it's really weird because I can't see anybody. And here I stand on this podium in front of you all, delivering a very different kind of speech. Regardless of the circumstances, we are here. And your day has finally come. Perhaps not really exactly as you would have imagined it, but it is here, and finally. This moment is different, however, and I must say, you are a class like no other. Don't get me wrong. You are similar in many ways to the groups who have graduated while I have been here at Peterson. Just like those classes, you are great kids who love your school, your classmates, and your teachers, well, most of them anyways. Just like other graduates, you are filled with promise and hope. And just like them, you are excited to enter the next phase of your life. But wait, you have already done so, because in May of 2020, we said our goodbyes via a Google Meet and a Jamboard in the middle of a crushing pandemic, hoping that someday we would be able to celebrate you and your successes. Well, today that special day is here, and we celebrate you. Over this past year, many of you have entered university and college. Some of you moved abroad, and others started to work. But you have all embarked on a different journey, your journey. Still, you are a class like no other. In August of 2017, I joined Colegio Peterson, and you became my first Peterson generation. And I had the privilege to teach all of you in either English or French in your grade 10 year. I will never forget the sheer curiosity on your part of your Canadian teacher, your genuine kindness and affection, and the relationships we built over the 3 years, and the opportunity that I had to be able to continue to teach you in the IB program. So, what about this moment right now? Well, right now, this moment is about you finally receiving the highest honor the Peterson Schools offers you, your high school diploma, and not just any diploma. This diploma symbolizes the successful completion of a comprehensive educational program that embodies what we believe as educators and what Peterson stands for as an institution. Today we celebrate you for earning this honor. So enjoy it. But while you celebrate what has been accomplished, remember that you didn't do this all alone. For as much as this ceremony is a celebration of today and your future, it is also a time to honor those who helped you along the way. You are here not only due to your talent and hard work, but also because of the people around you, teachers, coaches, mentors, friends, family, and especially your parents, who gave you support, guided you when you erred, celebrated you when you won, and loved you even when you failed. They have been with you every step of the way, and so as you look to the future, please remember to honor your past and those who helped you arrive at where you are today. So here are my final few words I share with you about why I teach and what I have learned from you. And this is the part where I hope I don't cry. I come from a long line of educators, and as many of you know, my father was even my own high school principal. 2 long, painful years. Despite discouraging me to become a teacher, it was in my blood. And even though my bank account will never be on the radar of any financial advisor, and as cursi as this sounds, my heart is fuller because of you. You taught me to be resilient, to have grit, to dig deeper, to feel confident in my abilities as a teacher, even when I didn't feel it myself, to strive to do better, to learn more, to create crazy lessons, to throw my lesson plans out of the window, to sing Aux Champs-Élysées with you at the top of our lungs at 7:45 in the morning. Sorry, Alonso. To make Reflection Fridays a ritual where last period on Friday afternoons was something to look forward to laugh really hard, to listen to you, really listen when you needed it the most. So thank you. Thank you for being an amazing generation to work with, to grow with, to laugh with, and even cry with. I will never forget you. So class of 2020, I think I can safely speak on behalf of the entire high school faculty when I say that we are proud of you, proud of who you are, proud of what you have accomplished, and thankful we got to share this important time in your lives with you, finally. So, show us not how to put the pieces back together, but how to create a new and more evolved normal. A world more just, kind, beautiful, forgiving, equitable, and creative. If the world is going to get better, it's going to be up to you. No pressure. Nobody can tell you anymore that you need to wait your turn, that it is how it's always been done. This is your moment, your generation's world to shape. So go out there and keep going. I believe in you. Thank you. Merci. Bonne chance. Et dans les mots de Edith Piaf, non, je ne regrette rien. Merci. All right, so I think I continue here. So thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Jose Harb, who is president of the board, who will present the Peterson Award.
Gracias. Buenas tardes. Tengo el honor de presentarles el Peterson Award. Es la más alta distinción que otorga el colegio. Los candidatos deben cumplir con el perfil de graduado de excelencia del colegio, con los 4 puntos principales que son academics, tener una sólida preparación académica y excelentes calificaciones. Values, ser creativo y disciplinado. Social service, ser emocional y socialmente sano. Leadership, ser líder responsable y cumplir con una gran responsabilidad hacia lo social y lo ecológico. Es un gusto para mí presentarles los dos ganadores este año de esta gran distinción. Por favor, pasen adelante Sofía Parada y Natalia Morales. Felicidades. Creo que el día de hoy Natalia no está con nosotros. Sofía, por favor, pasa al frente. Muchas felicidades. Excelente reconocimiento. Muchas felicidades.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Harp, and congratulations, Sofia and Natalia. At this point in our program, I'd like to draw your attention to something other than me, to the screen as we watch a video of the 2020 Generation Clapout, which has been narrated by Juan Pablo Salinas and Natalia Morales and Sofia Parada.
This is a place where we would all meet the first day of school after each summer. We would all get excited about seeing who was in our group and which were our classes. We experienced countless ceremonies and science fairs, as well as we got to plan out our Halloween and Valentine's Day. Here, we talked for hours and planned all of our greatest adventures.
It's safe to say that the best naps I've taken in my entire life have been in here. High school can be an extremely anxious time for us, but I always found this place to be our safe space.
The library makes you feel safe in cold days and also makes you happy when you laugh with your friends. Whether it was printing, getting coffee, or skipping class, the library was our sanctuary.
It became the environment where we knew we could count on each other and support all of our endeavors. From a place of reunion to a place of reading, to a place to do homework, and even the place to talk and bargain with the most supporting of friends.
This place gives me so much joy. I still recall my elementary days where I could run and play tirelessly in these particular spaces. In this environment, I had the opportunity of befriending the people that I'm now closest to. So many memories come to mind, and I'm grateful that I got to experience them with the people I love the most. I can still listen to the sound of laughter from my friends and me as we created amazing memories here.
Remember the place where this adventure began, where we started to get to know each other. All of our small talk started to build into the great friendships that still stand today. Here is the place in which we ran to go and play every single recess. Sometimes even the whole grade would play. It's crazy all the games we invented as friends, inside the green tube slide, passing through the wheel bridge, and climbing to the top of the structure where we used to play.
The place where we found our first best friends. How to forget the memories in the playground or the art class in the bus? Who would have known that those first laughs, first games, and first memories would be one of the many firsts we would have in this school, the beginning of our lifetime.
Let us remember back to elementary, where each of us worked our hardest to see who would be the superstar of the week. All the secret hideaways that made hide and seek the funnest game. This became the place where we could showcase our greatest talents, where we had the opportunity to paint our own picture and beat to our own drum.
I remember during recess running on these corridors, playing tag or laughing with my best friends. I also remember watching those offices and praying I wouldn't get called to them. When it was raining and we couldn't play outside, those corridors became our playground. This place brings the safest memories, memories of happy moments when our worries were small and our laughter was big.
We would always get so excited when we found 5 pesos on the ground and turned them into Elenita to get a reporte blanco. Those are the kind of values that shaped each and every one of us.
I remember the music, but most of all, I remember my friends and I having so much fun. I can still recall the voices, the jazz, and the Beatles sounding in the background. I will be forever grateful with my teachers for showing me how to feel things without actually saying them. I am thankful for the memories that were created in that classroom as we learned and laughed with each other.
Feeling of encouragement, working as a team, helping each other. Those things are things I never thought I would also find in the gym. Strength is more than physical, but also psychological. This place taught me that and helped me stay in the game.
I remember each of the games where we learned about trust and teamwork. More than a generation, we became a family. This is a place where I first felt that I belonged.
Volleyball tournaments, basketball games, talent shows, morning yoga, family days, plays, Zumba classes. I think we can all agree that this place turned out to be more unforgettable than we thought.
Aside from being the best restaurant in the school, the cafeteria was also a social hub, where all of the chisme took place, where every Friday all of us shared a common interest and ran to see which one of us would succeed.
There's no problem Licha's food can solve. This place will forever feel like home. Waiting all week for those Friday quesadillas, or knowing that there will always be a torta de milanesa waiting for you after class was magnificent.
The love the cafeteria staff has for us is unmatched, and I hope they know that it goes both ways. In this field, I discovered so many things about life, but more importantly, about myself. We grew up together, not only as a team, but as a family, and we learned to fall and rise again for each other.
This place taught me that sports are fundamental. I dreamed, I laughed, and I cried. Many games with different outcomes, yet one common goal: have fun.
From having lunch there every day to leaving our hearts there after every game, the field is a very special place for us.
We would meet with all of our friends each morning, and we would get caught up with what each of us did that weekend. That pathway, that to most would seem meaningless, became the place of precious memories.
You can grow up and forget about these precious moments, but these surroundings will always carry your deepest and most cherished recollections.
It is safe to say that trying to choose the best memories of our time in elementary was very, very hard. From the many soccer games to the music that played around the school, to the mural that we started and one day hoped we would return to see finished, each memory has molded us to become the incredible people we are today.
What a fabulous video. Makes me feel a little nostalgic, a little sad, and I can't wait to get back to school. Thank you for sharing this gem with us. Peterson School has a legacy of teaching many families in multiple generations. At this point, we would like to acknowledge those families whose youngest child has now graduated, and we would like to thank you for your continued support. We will miss your presence. Okay. Familia Arispe Roqueñi. Familia Castrejón Aceves. Familia Morales Gutiérrez. Familia Bernal Galván. Familias Javesanda Illescas. Familia Oserín Piña. Familia Goldsberg Coru, Familia Gomez da Silva de Rosenberg, and Familia Gonzalez Giardelo. A warm round of applause for these wonderful families. Congratulations, families. It has been our pleasure to have you as part of the Peterson community for so many years, and we will really miss your presence. Now let's listen to a very special recorded message from our founders, Dr. Marvin and Lenny Peterson.
Congratulations to our wonderful graduates. We're so proud of you. You represent our 55th milestone of educating in Mexico. We thank you for your confidence in us.
Thank you for being a fundamental part of the Peterson community. All the luck in the future.
Oh, what a wonderful message. All right, so as our ceremony draws to a close, let's pause as we watch this carousel of photos highlighting our graduates while we listen one last time to the Peterson School song. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. We hope that you've enjoyed this evening. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you soon again.